This is a rogue-lite hack-and-slay action RPG with great character and class progression, and a rewarding permanent progression system that makes dying feel more like an important central aspect of the game, instead of a mere frustrating feature. It's about running through randomly generated dungeons, fighting monsters, collecting resources, and gradually building up both your character and a persistent settlement. The game starts with you picking your character class, as well as customizing some aspects. That includes the voice.
Hello. Hello there.
Hello.
The full game, releasing January 14, will have 7 character classes. After picking your class, the game starts right away, and as you are beginning to fight your way through the first enemies, you will quickly get familiar with the game's mechanics. For combat, you have some potions that you can fill up at special wells, a dashing button for evading, and of course various skills at your disposal. The combat feels smooth, snappy and rewarding. It won't take long until you will have at least some idea of what your purpose is, because upon rescuing these villagers, you will quickly be introduced to the threat of the ever-changing Dark Citadel. You are building up this small settlement that's filled with useful NPCs. This is done by heading out into the randomly generated levels and collecting all kinds of resources. Certain things in your run get lost when you die, for example the trinkets, which are basically perks, as well as some portion of your collected resources, since the chapel takes some tax when you die. As you play, you can gradually reduce this tax by upgrading the chapel building. The more important stuff that you will need to upgrade both your character and the settlement are kept between runs. To permanently make your character stronger, you can invest in attribute points and new skills. Your abilities are only partly determined by your class, since weapons can affect them as well. On top of that, there is a gear system with many different weapons and armor that sometimes come with special effects. Something to keep in mind is that this game is more focused on the satisfying gameplay loop, instead of fleshing out characters and presenting a substantial story. You should not expect some Hades-styled storytelling in this game. The game can be played both solo and co-op, and while my solo experience was great so far, the game does have a lot of potential for multiplayer, since the different classes can complement each other. And that sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.